All right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified podcast. Today is December 13, 2023. I'm your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hey, it's your boy, Pokemon Trigger Please. We're back at it again with another episode of the Purified podcast. Internet's being weird again, but we make do. Definitely excited for Raid Hour today.
Yes.
A lot to look forward to with the holidays coming.
There's a lot actually going on today that I'm just like, it is what it is when it comes down to it. But I'm glad. Good afternoon. Yes, we're actually doing this podcast a little bit early today because there is actually happening something later on today that I'll be live on once again. But you guys don't know. I mean, at this point, everybody should know. The DLC for the second part of the DLC is coming out for Scarlet and Violet. I'm excited about it. So I want to actually stream it. I actually want to see you guys. And I didn't want to wait until after Raid Hour to do the podcast and then have the hour after that. And it's just like, nah. We're doing this right now. We're doing this. Luckily, I have the day off, and then we're here and there. Chris is, of course, scuff as always, but you know how it is. It's fine, Chris. Don't worry about it. All right, so we're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and rant about the game because we love the game just as much as you do. Please don't forget to check us out at the Pokemon Professor Network, the Purified podcast, or just the network itself. Wonderful people to work with every single time. Please make sure you check them out. They are wonderful. Zach is saying, is it today? Yes, it's actually the second half of the DLC is out tonight. Around maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. So right after Raid Hour, I'm just like heading home. Like not even like probably even do a daily instance or anything. I'm just gonna like skedaddle. Let's do this. But that's basically the time period. I guess it's because of the Japan is already gonna be the 14 by the time we actually get it going. So that like the morning off for them is gonna be like the night as for us. So it's always been like this when it comes down to it, especially it releases of DLC. We know we're probably gonna have like maybe 10 minutes of downloading the app and everything or something like that, and then all of a sudden we're just like off to the races when it comes down to it. Anyways, we're not here to talk.
Crashes as you're downloading it.
I know, right? It's like and then it tells us it's like, oh, we'll just wait an extra day. I'm like, Anyways,
repeat as their aura.
I know, right?
Go on.
Yeah. So so let's take in some Pokemon Go stuff here. Chris, I will let you into our shinies, I guess, for the week. How you are out. Oh. And it's okay for Chris to disappear here in this Twitch, guys. I mean, it is this podcast today, so don't worry about it.
I'm a hiding kind of guy. It's been a good week for hundos and shinies. I think. Oh my gosh! Did it start this far away?
That means you got a lot.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's been a good week. So when the event started with the half egg distance, the first batch I had a shiny Pancham.
Ooh.
Which is my second one. I'm all about that though. I actually got my first shiny Slugma. Very happy about that. Got a shiny Hitmontop right next to you in the Adventure Incense.
I remember that.
And then I actually got 2 shiny Phoebus, not during the hour thing, but they were just out and about.
Yeah, the Londoraz event, yeah. Which was
the last
week, right? Yeah.
Oh, what?
No, go on. Continue on.
And then the last batch of eggs for the half egg distance, I got a shiny Togepi. So no Sneasels at all, no event 7Ks. Kind of sad about that, but was a lot of fun hatching all the eggs. I only got 1 shiny Cryogonal. My girlfriend got a Shundo. I'm not happy about that.
Can you don't forget about to tell the story of how it happened, brother? It's like,
sure, yeah. I'll mention that really quick. So it's the last 5 minutes of the event. Pure Lighter asked me, "Hey, you get anything good?" And then Julie's account, she gets a shiny, and I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." She clicks another one. Okay, another shiny. That's kind of weird. I didn't know the odds were that high. And I'm like, okay, I guess she can do one more. So the third one, I see the CP. I'm like, oh my gosh, she just got a Shundo. Very jealous. But that's the first Shundo she has, so
All right.
definitely making up for last time.
I mean, after 7 years,
And
why
then
not,
after
right?
that, yeah, honestly. And then I got I think these two were both Go Plus on the same day.
All right.
Shiny Cricketot and a Shiny Vulpix. I did see a shiny Ponytail ran from the Go Plus. I'm not really complaining about that though, because I know I already have one.
Yeah.
And then yesterday I got a shiny Ditto from this event, so definitely happy about that.
I think both of us actually lost a Galilin or Zapdos in
The Ponytail.
yeah. Well, not
Oh,
Zapdos. Yeah.
yeah, the Zapdos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the Zapdos in the journal. It's like whichever time I put on the Go Plus, that's when the bird spawns. So I
Yeah.
need to trick it. I need to start with a Go Plus and then turn it off immediately.
I know, right? Yeah, that's something. It's the trick of Takoda. But that's I think actually that was like the second Zapdos I seen in the last 2 weeks, I guess. But it's just like every time, brother, every time. And I hit an excellent on
Yeah,
that thing every time too. So
ooh, I've never hit an excellent on a Galarian bird, to be fair.
yeah.
But like I always put on the Go Plus on spin stops, but whenever I put it on the catch Pokemon, that's when they spawn. So I need to start it on the catch Pokemon, then switch it over
I
or
know,
something.
right? Yeah. Yeah. So that's your hauls. That's pretty cool. Got some cool stuff. I guess which really going like to like the beginning of the actual event. I did get 4 Phoebuses from the Spotlight Hour. I did go a little bit hard on that one, just because I wanted the extra large candy and just be ready for it. I did get the Hundo for that too, so actually that's pretty cool. I think I actually mentioned most of the shinies at the time because Chris was crying about the restrooms.
Yeah.
Cash Mastery events, which we'll talk about in just a moment. I did get a Burmite. I didn't go like incredibly hard for it, but I did actually clear out like 3 good areas for Pokestops in the end of the day. So I did get 3 shiny Cryogos, which was nice. Hang out with a few friends then. I did get 2 Burmites, which is actually pretty cool because I needed them for the Pokedex. And I'll evolve one eventually. Another shiny Snorunt about that, so that's pretty cool. The event itself was cool and everything, but let's just finish as a whole first. I did get a shiny Ditto from the event for this new Adamant event, so that's pretty cool. Another one for the inventory, I guess, but it's a rare shiny regardless. And then today I clicked on a Skarmory that was randomly in my house, and then it got shiny. So I was like, okay. Man, you gotta love them. You gotta love those random shinies that you click them. As for Hondos, the only thing I actually have is from the egg. I think I actually mentioned this last time. I was hatching 7K eggs after the event or the along the routes event. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, those are not the eggs I was looking for, but whatever. And then I checked my journal, or I checked my 4 stars, and it was a Hondo Berserker or a Hondo Galarian out, and of course it is Berserker after that.
Oh.
So Berserker.
Yeah, it's not a bad one at all.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. After that, nothing really much to note. Let me see if I have any good favorites here. No, just here and there. What's that Burmite for? Is it like a PvP? Oh, it was a Nando Burmite. That's what it was. Anyways, yeah, and it is what it is when it comes down to it. All right, so let's just go ahead and recap a little bit of the event that we're at right now. Of course, the Adamant event, the Cash Mastery event, which Chris only played for a few hours. I did, like I said, I did play a few hours, more amount of hours. I technically got out at 12 to play. I hit the local parks that we usually do, our real walk, and then the college. So that wasn't too bad. I just cleared out everything, met up with a friend of ours, and then after that, we just went ham. I guess I could have gone for a little more. Our friend Amanda actually got like 3 Hondos out of the event too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, more than one Kraganol. No.
Nah.
I think I would start deleting that Hondo, I'll be real.
Yeah, probably. Oh, let's put it at home. It's like, it is what it is,
That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things that it was fun to play. It was technically accessible for everybody because it started at 10 and it didn't end until 8 o'clock at night. So a lot of people were praising this event. Shiny rays were okay. I really didn't get my first one until like the first runabout of the GT Break Park. So After I finally got my first one, I was like, thank God I finally got it. Like, and then I was like, do I want to continue? I don't know, but I still did it anyways. When it comes to FOMO, then you see everybody getting a Shando, and then you cry about it.
I will say, like, people said, at least on Twitter, you know how people on Twitter are, though, sometimes, me being on Twitter too.
Right.
But, like, they were like, oh, odds are really good. They got to be as high as 1 in 10, 1 in 20. I don't know about that. And then other people are like, I played the whole event and didn't get one shiny. Like, I saw somebody that had like 150 or something with no shiny.
Right.
And that's just how RNG works.
Yeah.
Like, people were like so angry. I mean, my friend made me laugh because he got the paid one, and he's like, wait, they're exactly the same, like like the both of the quests and everything. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Because I think you and I both did the same thing where we were like, oh, we're not gonna pay for the research unless we don't get a shiny.
Yeah.
But from the looks of it, since the quests were exactly the same, it definitely benefited the people that bought it before the event.
Oh yeah, and like I said, the tasks itself weren't like the hardest thing in the world, at least for us veteran players. For the more casual one, maybe, depending on how it is, because one of the few tasks is like make 3 excellent throws in a row, or make an excellent throw right there. Some of them were like 3 great throws in a row or something like that. And, they call it a mastery event for a reason, because, you got to master the way of doing things. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Hunter, how you doing? As the Pokeball turns, hey, you are in Mystic 7's video. You know that, right? Just for a flip second, but But yeah, it is, when it comes down to it, the mastery itself. I think when it came down to it, it was fun. I would have probably suggest a more usable Pokemon. I mean, Cryogonal is cool and all, but then after that, it's just like, okay, yeah, I did all of that, and then I just got a shiny, and I'm never gonna use it ever again, So,
I mean, I thought it was a good release. Thank God they put Snorunt and Bergmite in the wild, though.
Yeah.
Because if they didn't, this event would have been boring.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm glad that they added a few things here and there. But, it is what it is when it comes down to it. I believe that hopefully, I mean, if they were to release new shinies that way, some more useful Pokemons, maybe even like the ones from like Hisuian region or something like that, will be probably easier to look into. It will be wonderful about it, but I guess we'll wonder because we have news about that too anyways. And then along the routes, I don't know, I think we actually covered that because it was like at the end of it that we actually covered it. But regardless, it's just meeting Mateo. Have you met Mateo more than a couple of times, or?
Yeah, pretty much every single time I've done my first route of the day. Every single time I've seen Mateo.
Yeah.
I don't think I've never not seen him.
Yeah.
I do want to mention, though, it doesn't show him if he's at a gym, so you have to click the gym, but then he'll be there. I kind of like had a small confirmation of our last theory last time, where if you start the route and then end it before you actually meet Mateo, or you start the route and you had to restart it for some reason, then I think that actually counts as your first route of the day. So that might be a little bit harder. The blog post does say when you do your first route of the day, that's when you meet Mateo. Or so you tested it on accident?
No, well, I did. The time that we did that route on the college, and then it never appeared for me. It appeared for you, but I think Trainer Tips actually posted a video about it, and he did actually click on, start the route. He went to the route entirely. It didn't work for him. So he was like, okay, we're going to restart this route and do it again. And he never.
And then it didn't work.
So he, went through the blog post and everything, saying that it comes in the first route of the day or things like that. So just be careful out there. I guess if you're going to start a route, make sure you are planning to finish it. If you do want to meet Mateo. I do believe Mateo is actually a pretty cool feature because it actually just adds to the immersement of the game. Routes seem a little lackluster in the sense that the only thing you would really do them is for the cells. And I feel like there's still more to come when it comes to routes. The feature itself seems to look for more updates when it comes down to it. However, Mateo does actually make it seem it's like, hey, are we going to get them? Am I going to gift exchange it? Maybe they'll update the feature itself and not just be gifts. But it's actually kind of cool that at the end of the day, because I do my routes, I do it with my daily instance too. I get sometimes my burr, I get my cell, and I meet Mateo. So it's like, a couple of things that you can do all together. And it doesn't take more than, the 15, 20 minutes that you're going to be walking anyways. So
yeah, it's like a little event on its own. I still think for routes like to really shine, they need to implement them into like Go Fest and stuff. So like when we show up to the park, we have like a fun route to follow. And please let them manually put it in instead of it being all over the place like the player models are.
Yeah. I'm sure they will.
Pretty much I'm happy to say about that.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. They're really pushing these features in the last few months, especially when it comes to the new seasons and everything. It's like, oh, hey, start the new season with this new route feature and the showcases and the party play and everything. So it's definitely something when it comes down to it. So keep in mind that the game itself is always gonna be, beginning, and then I'm pretty sure that they'll just iron out the details regardless. But yeah, that's pretty much it when you have information about it. So let's get into today's research topics of the day. Just to make sure, I know we're kind of transitioning a little bit faster here, but there's a few things to talk about really. If we don't have time, we can probably talk about Pokemon Sleep and then more DLC when it comes down to it. So first and foremost, I think everybody is excited about this because it is what everybody needs. More storage. We have more storage in Pokemon Go now. So it's time to upgrade your storage. You do have, I think, a bundle in the web store that actually gives you like for $5 or something, like that gives you like a Ray Pass, remote Ray Pass, and then, some storages here and there. $5 is still a lot for storage, but I mean, you are also paying for the premium items. But it's still pretty cool anyways. The expanded storage for $500 for each one of your Pokemon storage and your bag storage. So now you can carry up to 7,300 Pokemons, and then you can carry up to 6,300 item storages when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I will say for the storage bundle, it's like 200 coins for each upgrade normally. So that's like $2 each.
Yeah, so it will be like $4 if you want to pay for those.
You're maybe saving $1. Yeah.
You also get a Ray Pass, remote Ray Pass, and I think Star Piece. No, something else. I think you got. I can't remember right now. You can buy it as many times as you want to. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, you can buy it as many times as you want to until you are actually full of the storage. But right now I'm not thinking of spending $5 on everything, so I might just like update it on everything. Plus, I really don't need that much storage. Actually, I'm still at 69. Nice, 6,900. When it came down to it, so it is what it is. They're basically just preparing us for the next few events, and then of course Go Tour coming up in the next few months anyway. So that's that. Chris is still a chuckle, like everybody's mentioning.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Then we have finally the information about the Winter Holiday Part 1 event. They teased it a little bit the last few days, and then they released the news, I think, the last night, I believe, as I'm recording this podcast. But yeah, so celebrate the season of Citaro, Titan, and more coming into Pokemon Go. So, let me go make sure that everybody's watching this, and then Chris just like magically appears. So now the debut of Citaro and Titan are coming to Pokemon Go. We've got a more familiar, festive faces during the winter fun, and don't forget to deck the halls with new avatar items and stickers. Basically just, 2023 holiday season, holiday event when it comes down to it. So brand new Pokemon, just like we mentioned, Citaro, Titan. That will not be shiny, unfortunately, but it is a cute Pokemon. It's actually one of the very first ones that they revealed during the Scarlet and Violet previews. About almost
It's very chunky too, so I think it definitely has PvP potential.
A lot of people are really looking into that, and I don't know about that yet. Maybe in like Little Cup or something.
Oh no!
I think it's the moveset, but everything is always usually a moveset away from being viable, anyways. Then we have the new custom Pokemons appearing throughout the event. It's of course Pikachu with a holiday attire. That's how you say it.
Attire.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pikachu and Raichu. So the brand new Pikachu Santa stuff, anyways, they're not gonna compare, of course, to the Santa Pikachu that we always have, at the beginning of Pokemon Go. But it is what it is.
I will say they do have this shiny sign on Raichu too.
Yes.
So it makes me feel like Raichu is going to be appearing in the wild shiny too.
It could be. It most likely. Oh, could be. Wow, Drowsy got here early. Anyways, but yeah, I think every now and then we see a Raichu in the wild, and that might actually be the custom ones too. So you might get a shiny one out of those. The event bonuses for this event. During the part 1, trainers can choose bonuses they want to receive for completing time research. You can choose either double experience for catching Pokemons or double Stardust for catching Pokemons. I would
double Stardust.
Well, yes. I would have been happy if they gave us like 1/4 incubator distance or something.
Yeah. Or like hatch distance or like pretty much anything. But
or even
shoot.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think they did this last year. Now that I think about it, but the last year they also gave us like double the adventure time instance or something, or daily adventure instance. So instead of 15 minutes, it was 30 minutes, and it was actually kind of fun. So everybody was like, "Oh my goodness, I'm getting like 50 Pokemon." So I'm like, "Yeah, because you got 15 extra minutes." So I was like. They also have.
I got so lucky.
I know, right? We also have increased experience that started from opening gifts. So open all your gifts if you can. I think you can actually open quite a bit of it this holiday season when it comes down to it. Then the time research, winter wishes. So another time research when it comes down to it. Trainers will be able to access free branching time research and grant their bonuses based on which picking. So the 2 times experience for catching or 2 times Stardust for catching. So that's basically the same bonuses that they tell us. I don't know why the difference is. The path you choose will determine which bonuses the task you have to for the whole event. And then, of course, make sure that you finish the time research as much as you can, because it will end by the end of the month and then year, of course, when it comes down to it. You want to talk about the wild encounters?
Sure. So for the wild encounters, we're gonna have Pikachu wearing the holiday attire, Alolan Sandshrew in the wild, Seal, still need that. Eevee wearing the holiday hat, that's gonna be my chase. Swinub, Stantler wearing a holiday outfit. We had a nest of that when it was out the first time, and I was almost able to get all of the 9 reindeer, so
nice.
Maybe get some more. Spiel wearing a holiday scarf. Galarian Darumaka, still don't have that. Cryogonal, Bergmite, that's still new for me. I know you got two.
Yeah.
And then Citadel. And then if you're lucky, you'll find Sneasel, Piloswine, and Amora in the wild again. Piloswine's been spawning a decent amount during this holiday, or during this season, I should say.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a good bunch of Pokemon, honestly.
If you needed to complete your ice medal, this is the time to do it. And Drowsy is really getting me today for some reason. I don't know.
It's just the podcast. You're getting tired in the podcast.
It's always that, and you guys just make some emotes with me yawning or something. I don't know how it is. I do say the Galarian Darumaka is actually pretty cool to see in the wild, and it's not in the lucky part of the thing, so you may see it more often than usual.
Please.
I wouldn't mind the Standler because I don't think I have one really with the Atter or the holiday outfit. Eevee is definitely my chase. I'm like 100% Eevee here, just because you guys know what my favorite Pokemon is anyway. So I would have been fine without the Sneasel, but of course you can't have more Ice type Pokemons anyways. Luckily they're like in the lucky section of things. Rare section of things, so it's not too bad. We do have some raids, basically a shake-up. We have Pikachu wearing the holiday attire. Alolan Sandshrew, the Seal with the holiday scarf, Crabrawler, Y, Citadel, I understand. 3 stars we have.
The only reason for Crabrawler is his evolution for sure.
Oh yeah, he evolves into a nice type, right? Fighting nice type.
It's still not one-eyed raid though.
Should not even like I see that, I'm just like nope. Anyways, 3-star raids. Do one Lapras, although it doesn't have his. Did Lapras had a holiday attire at some point?
I don't know if the bow counts. Let me see. I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, and then we also have Standler again, and then the Glaceon, which is the Undersea Holiday outfit. I know a lot of people are actually always looking for that. I am glad to say that I do have a Glaceon that does have that attire. So that's pretty cool.
Dude, I really want that. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I do love it. I don't remember doing that many raids for it, but I guess, I got lucky. The 7K egg, actually, no, excuse me, not 7K egg. The 2K pool will have a shakeup during this event. Eevee wearing the holiday hat hatched from eggs will have a greater chance of shining Pokemon when found in the wild. Okay, well, that's a lie.
Ooh.
But the only reason why I say that.
Know.
The good thing about this
Maybe
is
they finally fixed it.
I know, right? But I'm saying the good thing about it is that it's a 2 kilometer egg, so you are not wasting a lot. When it comes to 7K eggs, you're not wasting the time to hatch 7K eggs if you're actually having regular incubators or even super incubators. So 2 kilometer eggs are just fine. We have the Eevee with the holiday hat, the Smooshroom, the Calendar Maka, and Amora. So actually a pretty stacked pool if you really want some good hundos.
Yeah, I actually need all of those.
Yeah. You have a Smooshroom? Do I even have a Smooshroom? I think I have a Smooshroom.
Yeah, no. I don't believe I have Smoochum shining.
I got a few. Nothing with their little bow thing, fashionable bow, anyways.
I got no Smoochum, period.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, this is your chance, brother. Start hatching eggs. Field research will have things with encounters with the Pikachu for the holiday stuff. Alolan Sandrew, Shelter, Shinx, Lapras. Shinx is or Jinx. I know. I say those differently when it comes down to it. It's the S and the J. I don't know. That's actually pretty cool to see it after a while. I don't think I've seen a Jinx in a while. Again, Lapras, Delibird with the Holiday Rainbow. I know Adam from the Lure app is extremely excited about this and go hard on that task. Seal with the Holiday Curve. Snowburn, Glaceon. Actually, Glaceon being in free research is actually pretty cool. Benelite, Capture with the Holiday Ribbon, and Crabrawler. Again, why Crabrawler? But I guess it is what it is. You also be encountering some research with Mega Energy for Mega Abomasnow and Mega Galee.
Ooh.
So that's pretty nice. Really excited about this, actually, because I know that the Delibird has been a chase for a lot of us. And unfortunately, I don't think he's spawning in the wild either. So it's going to be just mostly research when it comes down to that.
At least not yet. Is this, yeah, because this is just part 1.
Yeah. So I'm guessing part 2 is going to have something similar to it. We'll probably release it in the wild for everybody to love. But yeah, that's actually pretty cool. But again, the Glaceon being technically in a research, I just see them doing the stupid thing and putting it into like, win 3 raids to get the Glaceon or something.
Honestly, you might be on the money for that.
Quote me today, y'all. This is how it's gonna happen. The Glaceon research is gonna be tied to raids. So you might as well just stack them up and do raids, all right? Anyways.
Yeah, whatever Glaceon is, I'm definitely hunting that one down.
Yeah. New items and stickers. Deliver 1C, Citadel hat, holiday boots, holiday gloves, and holiday sweater with scarf. I like that, the 1C.
Yeah, the Delibird onesie goes hard.
The Citadel hat is also like, what the heck? I have like little ears, like dipping down or something. We do have some stickers in the shop, of course. Pretty cool stickers regardless. Prime Gaming avatar items and partner research. So if you are subscribed to Amazon Prime and then you link your account with Prime Gaming, you do get some extra gifts beginning on December 15th, which is, I believe, the beginning of the time too. But I think I forgot about that. Anyways, there is also additional time research for all trainers. 2 tickets for additional time research will also be available for purchase during the event. So ticket 1 will be a $2 ticket or equivalent to your local currency. The time research rewards for Winter Holiday Part 1 will include event team Pokemon encounters such as the Seal, the Cryogonal, and the first peek at the new custom Psyduck wearing the holiday attire, which I believe that will be on part 2 of the event. And then 2 premium Platinum passes. So for $2, so technically you're getting a few things, so that's pretty nice. However, though, this also includes Holiday Part 2, which we don't have all the information yet, but you do have event team Pokemon encounters such as Psyduck wearing the holiday attire, Capchu wearing the holiday ribbon, and 2 premium passes. So technically 4 premium battle passes for $2 is not bad. It says right here, whoever purchases the ticket will have part 2 and part 1 as well. So pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I think that's an easy $2, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the money to spare, just do it. That's fine. You remember, it's still a time research, so you do have to finish it before the end of the events. But it is what it is when it comes out to it. However, though, there will be a $5 research time research too, and this one will include it says an avatar pose and 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. Will those stack? That's a real question. Various event themed Pokemon encounters such as Pikachu wearing the holiday attire, Delibird wearing the holiday ribbon, and early encounter with custom Pokemon decided with the holiday attire. I don't know about this one. I guess that you're paying for the avatar pose.
I mean, it's interesting to me to pay for the 2 times candy for catching Pokemon. I mean, like, are you really hunting the candy right now for the things in the wild? I don't know.
Yeah,
that one's a harder sell for me.
Yeah, I don't know much about it when it comes down to it. I guess it's extra, encounters for a few things. Even the Delibird would be nice. But again, it's just like, if it's just the candy for catching Pokemon, I don't even know at that point, And that post, but the post, there's a few that only care about it. So, I don't know.
Yeah, because personally, I care more about extra large candy. And I don't think that's going to be boosted from the looks of it.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It's an interesting one, but I mean, I do believe that out of the 2 tickets, the $2 one at least seems like the more worthwhile, while the other ones is just like when it comes down to it. So again, I can't tell anybody here or anybody who listens to just spend your money when you can. It's like spend it wisely, but if you don't worry about it. It's not like you're missing out on much anyways, because you'll be playing throughout the event anyways for more encounters. Anyways, Pokemon showcases with different type Pokemons. We have it like every once a day showcases, and I don't know if it's annoying or not, but I haven't actually really gone out and play a lot these days anyways. So, especially since I've been at work anyways. But yeah, it is how it is. Excited, not excited, I don't know. It is exciting, I guess. It's always exciting to see some cool costumes here and there. I don't know. I feel like it's missing something. Do you feel like it's missing something, Chris, or?
It might just be because this is the warm up.
Yeah.
Like before part 2. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, it's so far it's just a bunch of shiny checking for sure. Mm-hmm. I don't know if there's really anything in there for people that don't really care about shinies, but in my opinion, that's like 80% of the people that play Pokemon Go is like shiny hunters, like hands down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. There's definitely a lot to do. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be hatching eggs and everything. But nothing too crazy.
Yeah, nothing too crazy yet. Just he keeps saying the same thing, but yet. So, but yeah, this is the holiday event. It's still pretty cool, regardless of it. Maybe exciting to see new things. They didn't mention anything about like changing the overworld view or anything for this event yet. So I'm hoping that that's gonna happen in Winter Wonderland 2 or the Winter Holiday Part 1 instead of Part 2 instead, or just having it for extra few less days or something. We'll see, right?
Yeah, could be a surprise too. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be a surprise. Again, this event is happening on Monday the 18th all the way to Monday the 25th. So right before Christmas, part 1 will be active. So next Monday, guys, be excited. Be very excited. All right. Another piece of news, which is actually interesting. And I don't know what to come about this one for sure. We have another raid day. Like, 2 weeks or 2 weeks before or 2 or 3 weeks since the last one. They're really pushing the Hisuian Pokemons on this one. But anyways, bundle up this year, Winter Wonderland event and Weird Year Pokemon's Go debut during the Weird Year Raid Day. Lord have mercy. But yeah, it's basically a raid day happening on Saturday, December 23rd. So basically 2 days before Christmas. If you really want to go out and raid, this is your opportunity. It starts from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. 3 hours to spare if you have the time. But of course, I know a lot of people are gonna be probably last minute Christmas shopping during that day anyway, so be very careful.
Or working.
Or working. I'm sorry, Chris. Actually, yeah, you'll be working that day. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I should be able to get in a few raids. But yeah, I doubt that shiny. Yeah.
Yeah. They're holding the special day event for Worthier. It says the big horn Pokemon will make it the Pokemon Go debut. Okay, Pokemon. Anyways, just like the Hisuian Samurott, Worthier will appear more frequently in raids, basically every single raid. For the duration of the 3 hours, rotating every hour anyways. Increased chance of encountering the shiny Worthier, up to additional daily raid passes from cleaning gym photos during the event and 2 hours afterwards. And then the Roma raid pass limit will increase from 10 on Friday, December 22nd at 4 p.m. Local time and all that, or 4 p.m. Pacific time, actually, I should say. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's actually something else on the Winter Wonderland. I guess I should read this too because part of the news. The Winter Wonderland, Saturday, December 23rd at 10 a.m. to Sunday, December 24th at 8 p.m. local time. So this is actually happening a 2-day event. Event bonuses is up to 5 special trades can be made a day. That's pretty cool. Trades made during the event will require 50% less Stardust and 2 times experience for winning raid battles. So if you're actually gunning to go higher and higher in levels, this is actually a pretty cool part because Worthier Raid Day will also be part during this Winter Wonderland.
I will say, keep in mind they did just increase the amount of guaranteed lucky trades, which I just did one at work the other day.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, if you want to capitalize on that with the 5 special trades, look at some old shinies, some old legendaries that you might want a lucky of, and plan on doing those trades on that day so you don't have to wait.
That's true. That's very true. So keep in mind
those 2 days, I guess.
Yeah, those 2 days specifically. We also have a collection challenge. It says complete catch and a ball focus collection challenge to receive an encounter with Worthier and other rewards. So if you really don't care about the shiny, you can just go ahead and do the collection challenge, and then you'll get a Worthier anyway. So if you're, here's the thing: during this raid days, you still get your additional 5 raid passes from spinning focused up. So at best, if you do everything correctly, you got up to 6 raids plus the collection challenge. That's up to 7 encounters with Worthier. That should be plentiful, hopefully, to get the shiny. But I mean, at that point, you're kind of like, if you want it, you want it. If not, just pay for it, I guess. Actually, now that I think about it, this Worthier, now that I'm reading fully, it doesn't have a ticketed experience either. So we don't have additional free raid passes for anybody if there was going to be a ticket for it. So it's just a free 5 during that day. That's interesting, right?
Yeah. I guess they're telling you, hey, you're spending your money enough on the other events for this holiday.
Or even Christmas itself.
We decided not to take more.
Yeah, I know, right? It's just one of those things in the day. All right. Before we continue on, I do want to say and check on Twitter real quick.
Oh.
Because you never know. Usually 4 o'clock is their beautiful time to drop news. But I think we have all the news so far. So I'll wait another minute or 2 while we're here. At least 4 p.m. Eastern time is usually when Pokemon Go is like, hey, we got some news for you. Why not? But yeah, that's basically all the events that are happening in the next week or so. And of course, we are, gunning into the holidays pretty soon. So be very, very careful how much you spend your money. And then, of course, spend it with family if you can. Pokemon Go will always still there if you don't, want to play it that much anyways. So any thoughts on that, Chris?
Yeah, just, keep friends and family in thoughts when, you're going out to play Pokemon Go. Maybe you want to link up with some local players, hang out. Don't be a humbug.
Humbug, I know, right?
What's it called? A Scrooge. Don't be a Scrooge.
I don't even know that word, but whatever. It is what it is.
It's from Christmas Carol. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So yeah, a lot of ice, a lot of events, a lot of things to be happy about, I guess. I'm excited. At least my excitement is not like, 100% or 80%. It's like, it's there. We'll play it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Chris, come back to the camera because I'm tired of seeing Chuckle.
You don't love my boy?
Your boy, anyways. So there's not much news after that. I don't think that we needed any more news, I guess. But I'm gonna check real quick on support because you never know. Support is always, Niantic. Let me make sure. We do have, I believe, the new Wayfair challenge has begun for anybody actually that cares about Wayfair. This is like some kind of like nomination taking place in Japan, Korea, or in, I don't know if that's Chile or not. I can be for sure. I can see the flag. I just don't know what country is that from. So I'm sorry if I don't actually say the right country is coming from. However, this actually helps out because the challenge actually helps create new Pokestops and waypoints for different types of the country. I don't know if Japan needs it that much, but regardless of how maybe some other countries do really need waypoints for players to enjoy the game. And when this actually happens, it actually helps out a lot. I hear every time that one of these challenges happens, like over, 10 or 20 million, or not million, but 10 to 20,000 Pokestops are usually implemented into the region itself. So it does help out for trainers out there if they are there. Anyways, so if you want to participate, check out the Niantic Wayfair challenge. Usually their website has all the instructions. And anyways, we also had a little bit of Niantic support saying that on December 8th during the Hisuian Raid Day, or I guess, yeah, on December 8th, they added a free item bundle in the shop as a token of apology for service issue affecting the Hisuian Summer Raid Day for some trainers. The bundle has been extended, so if you haven't claimed this bundle, which I believe is like 3 remote raid passes or something like that, and it's free for everybody, or at least free for those affected, it will be extended until December 17th, so you got a couple extra days for that anyways. Especially, I guess, when it came down to it. I'll be getting credit for Metal MP.
Especially if you live in Australia.
Yeah. Now, again, it's only for those affected. I mean, we basically just got the extra hour, which we got crazy stuff from it anyways. And then also, I think this is something that I completely forgot to put in the notes. But Pokemon Go will be ending support for the Share AR buddy experience with the upcoming release of the app, when it comes out. It's a feature that I guess nobody really used. AR is still a big part of Pokemon Go because it is the AR game that started it all when it comes down to it. But Share AR was for you and your friends to basically just, share cool pictures of your Pokemons out there. And then, you hold the cameras and all your Pokemons actually, spawn in the same place. In the end of the day, it wasn't really a feature that a lot of people care about. I know there were some, small creators out there that use the feature to the max. But at the same time, it's like, if it's something that they're not trying to put the effort to actually redefine, I believe it's good to actually take it out so they can focus on more of our features in the future. Do you have any thoughts on that, Chris?
Honestly, I don't even know how to do it. That I think that speaks volumes about how much at least I used it.
This feature was actually out right after the AR Plus option was out, I think. So it's been a few years now. And it was something that a lot of people were happy about. But again, it's just like, it is what it is, I was the guy to give it the lurk.
Yeah, I think it's okay to have it as like something you can reward people for doing, Yeah. Maybe you do an AR Plus thing once a day, once a week, and you get like a legendary encounter or something. I know people would do it then.
Yeah.
But yeah, like scanning the Pokestops and stuff, people do not enjoy that. At least I don't.
It usually is for premium items, but I think it was mostly for puffins at that point. But you can get puffins almost anything anywhere anyways.
Yeah, so it really it's really not something I think a lot of the people will be missing. But
Hmm.
now that it's like leaving, people are like, "Oh, I kind of want to try it though."
Yeah, yeah, I know, right? That's usually how it happens.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's all the technically miscellaneous information that we had. So let's get, I think we have a little bit of time here. Let's get into some Pokemon Sleep news, actually. Drowsy, for some reason, just loves to make me go to sleep when I'm doing the podcast. So why not talk
it's
about
not even
sleeping?
the game yet for
Yeah,
Pokemon Sleep.
that's what I'm saying, but, it's like, this probably will happen eventually. My
Yeah,
work
he's
saying.
the sleep Pokemon,
Yeah. So we do have some
or at least
event.
make you sleep.
That too. There is some event details for their holiday 2023, the Double Dream Shard Research. So this is the second event technically that Pokemon Sleep has actually put out. It fully arrives on the first island, the Grass Isle, I think they say. So you don't have to go any too far for it. Basically, the whole place will actually just be decorated, just like the holiday event. Some Pokemons well suited for winter are going to be living up to the holiday season, so that's pretty cool. This actually starts on Monday the 18th and ends on Monday the 25th, so right after Christmas or during Christmas technically, when this event is fully active. The features of the event, for at least the first part of the event, or I guess I should say, you can meet lots of Pokemons perfect for the winter holiday season. So we do have the release of 2 brand new Pokemons, which is Delibird and Snorunt, happening to be part of the release of its debut, I guess I should say. You'll also be encountering things like Seal and Glaceon, actually, so that's pretty cool. And then the Pikachu with a red hat will also be appearing, so another Pikachu that probably cannot evolve. And Chris is like, I need that Pikachu, especially shiny, So, and actually, it even says right here, you might even meet a shiny Pokemon. So I'm not saying some shiny Pokemon. It's like just a shiny Pokemon. RNG, of course, in this game is just like any other game that you play. So if you don't get a shiny, it is what it is. But that's because RNG probably hates you anyways. And then during this event, Pokemon of all sleep styles can appear regardless of their research sleep style, or type. So basically, you go to sleep and you don't have to worry about actually, not tossing around too much into your bed and having like a dosing type or something. It doesn't matter what you actually sleep or how you sleep. You will encounter any types of sleep styles during this time.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I'm happy about that because, when they actually put let's say, like when they release Onyx and Steelix into the game, you actually have to get Slumbering Sleep, and I can never get that thing to spawn.
I had slumbering like 4 times when I was in the caves this week, and I did not get a single Onyx or Steelix. I was so sad.
Yeah. I'm in the caves again this week just to power that up. I do have a somewhat of a K team, and I finally got the certs for the first time in 6 weeks. So that's still pretty cool. I'm doing okay. I think I'm almost in Ultra. I did get 2 extra tastes this last 2 meals, so that's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Yeah. It would be nice if they were for the more powerful ones, but I got like 15k points or something.
Yeah, I need to get some more ingredients like you.
Yeah.
I'm like working with bare minimum.
I'm kind of like a little bit like if I get the ingredients needed, I'll use them. But then I save out some for like the Sundays when you actually do get extra tasty ones. Last week I was actually using the Slowpoke tails, and I was able to make 3 Slowpoke tails meals when it came down to it. And it actually went up super cool. Then I ran out of ingredients, of course, but how it is. But anyways, the holiday part, the holiday event details. There's more features to it. So the feature number 2 for this event is that this is the opportunity to get a lot of dream shards, which in some ways is still a scatter thing that you need. But it's still pretty cool that we're going to be able to encounter more of it. So dream shards obtained throughout sleep research will be double. So every time you do receive 500 or 1,000 sleep shards, you actually get double of that. So that's actually pretty cool. And the main skill...
Don't forget there is also an incense for that too.
Correct. So you get even triple when it comes down to it. Main skill Dream Shard Magnet S will be twice as effective during that time. So only a few Pokemon really have that. I know the Gulpin does it. I know the Riolu does it. So your shiny Riolu, Chris. Is it time to power it up?
Oh, baby.
But just it's still probably not like the greatest skill that a Pokemon can have if you really want to actually go up the hands. But this is my theory when it comes down to it. We're getting to the point, at least to a lot of the players, where you don't get a lot of sleep styles anymore. You are trying to power up everything to level 50, which is actually the cap max that you can actually get any Pokemons to, no matter how much you actually sleep. They have actually changed some features to the point where if you actually max out a Pokemon to level 50 and you are not getting any experience for that Pokemon, that experience will go over to regular candy or candy rare candy that they actually give us, or handy candy in the end of the day. So that basically, helps out when it comes out to if you're still looking to get to the greatest drowsy power possible for those Pokemons anyways, or at least during the time of sleeps. However, though, Dream Shards at that point will be a little bit more scarce, to the point where you're not going to get a lot more. Like even on the first few days of the week, usually you are like maybe rank basic 5 or grade 1 when you finish the day. And then when you go to sleep and wake up, you only get like at best 300, maybe 400 Dream Shards. And usually that's not enough to really power up a Pokemon. So this is basically something that you do want to actually take advantage of if you can, at least when it comes down to just, sleeping and getting the Dream Shards for the event anyways. Because it will be more and more, scarce in the future now that you have more sleep styles in that point.
I think the new ones really count more for XP than for Dream Shards, because like if you get like a 3-star or a 2-star and stuff, I think it still counts for basically the same amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I see what you're saying though. I just don't think Dream Shards is really like one of the abilities I want to put on my team until I start really pushing for those high levels.
I agree. Hey, Lord Drew is in the chat. Nice. How you doing? Another event feature for, I guess, the holiday sleep feature, I guess. A new event limited function, Candy Boost. So you can give your helper Pokemon double the experience in exchange for using 6 times the usual number of Dream Shards. Okay.
Dream Shard.
Yeah, so let me read that nice out. Thank you very much, Lodru. You can give helper Pokemon double the experience in exchange for using 6 times the usual number of Dream Shards. I don't know if that's a good payoff or not. But I guess you'll be getting a lot of Dream Shards this event, so maybe we can test that out a little bit. And, when it comes out to it. And then
I think it's cool to do one time. I don't know about multiple times.
Yeah. Says you can freely toggle this feature on and off by tapping the bottom. So I guess there will be a choice to actually turn it off and then just do the regular thing. I think giving us the option is actually pretty cool. Just because a lot of people will usually be like, hey, this feature sucks and I can't keep any Dream Shards because of things, So, again, we're happy that it is a toggleable one anyways. And then final feature of this event is once one of Snorlax's favorite berries will be set to raspberries, which is the ice type berry that you will get regardless. I'm actually already crafting a team for this anyways. You can get a total of 60 Pikachu candies through special missions. Not that we really need the Pikachu candies anyways. We kind of need more seal candies anyways. You can get an extra gift of bonus sleep points for tracking sleep on Sunday, December 24th. So I think the blog post fully said like 1,000 or something. Let me actually check that real quick. But basically, you can plan out your teams since it's not going to be a full-on random berry during the time of sleeping, since Greenlight also always has that specific feature. So that's pretty much it when it comes down to it. I believe that's pretty cool. How's your Wigglytuff actually, Chris? I wanted to ask you on that.
It's been like doing in the things more, obviously, because he had me use a sub skill seed on it.
Yeah.
To bring it from skill trigger S to skill trigger M. It hasn't been like insane with the amount, but it does pop. It does pop very often.
So I do have a free account that I have on my iPad, And don't ask me why I have a second account, because I want to.
He's grinding.
I know, right? So I power up a shiny Eevee to a Sylveon, and I gave all the main skills to it. So it's at level 4, gives me 11 energy to everything. That thing is popping off like at least 3 times a day, or 3 or 4 times a day. And 11 energy to the whole thing is actually, to the whole team is insane. I think it's like the last time that I checked, my team was still over 100%. And I also have a Wigglytuff in the team too, so because I have the favorite berries in the island.
Oh, you got both? Oh,
yeah. So it's and to be told, on my free one, I actually have a Raichu right now, so it's actually like literally give me like all the berries in the world right now.
I will say Wigglytuff's ability pops off more than all the other ones for sure.
Yeah, so
but I don't know about 3 times a day.
Yeah, 3. Well, between the 2 of them, at least the Wigglytuff doesn't pop as much as the Sylveon, but the shiny Sylveon definitely has been popping off like at least a good chunk of the day, and my team has just been, at least my free team has been going at it. As for my actual play team, which I'm showing to you guys right now, I am in the hollow right now, and I don't have anything that actually gives them more energy aside from self energy. But I did power up a Flareon for my good Eevee from the last event, mostly because it does give me milk in the hollow, which is something that a lot of people actually don't think about it. And that's what I keep saying when it comes down to it. Some Pokemons, at least when it comes to the Eevee evolutions, do bring the different types of ingredients to different parts of the islands. So like the Flareon, I usually wouldn't think about a Flareon, but the reason why I really did it is because, one, it has good skills, it has good bonuses, it has helping bonus, but at the same time, it does give me at least 3 milks at level 30. And milk right now is scarce in the hollow because I am in the search right now, and that is the most needed ingredient when it comes down to it. I also got my Ditto to level 30, so I unlocked the leaks literally the morning of Monday. And then when I learned that I had the certs, I didn't need any leaks, so I haven't really unlocked it yet. At least until next week when
you're waiting.
Yeah, I'll wait for next week, and hopefully I get something else than the certs. But we'll see how it goes. I'm still need a better team to technically tackle the dessert part, because in the end of the day, I need a lot of ingredients for different types, and I really don't have that ability to have too many things here. So I'm keeping what I have.
My team's been good, but ingredients definitely the biggest struggle right now. I can always make something, but like the difference between let me see what I got right now. The difference between, I'm trying to remember what I have because it's not curry right now. It's the salads. The difference between like the bean ham salad, the snoozy tomato salad, and like the overheat and the heat wave is like 2,000.
Yeah.
Every single time. So it's not like a crazy amount, but it does add up.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm sitting at Ultra 4 right now, but if I had a heat wave or overheat like every single time I cooked, then I would probably be Ultra 5 like minimum. So like that's a whole nother level. But like I think that's the thing I'm going to be working on. As soon as I get I'm on the beach right now because I'm trying to get a good Slowpoke. I still haven't gotten a good Slowpoke. And then I'm going to try and get that Slowpoke tail, get cooking, and then grab all the other ingredients that I might need, like potatoes, mushrooms, and all the other things in between.
The unfortunate thing about actually having Pokemons with different types of ingredients is that you can't really get that last ingredient until level 60, and nobody can get past level 50 right now. So,
but like literally, my plan is to unlock the ingredient and then put on another ingredient finding Pokemon other than Venusaur instead of Arcanine.
Yeah.
That way I can just really just work on the ingredient finder Pokemon skills.
Yeah, the good thing is that I have 3 Pokemons that technically give me the most rare ingredients. Gengar gives me the mushrooms, Arbok gives me the potatoes, and then Ditto gives me the leeks. So at least the 3 main more scarce ingredients are able to be tied down to 3 Pokemons that I'm finally able to power up on that point. So But it also depends on where you're at and what technically what you need for that specific time. I think I master salads. Like I seriously could master salads at this point and not care about it in the world. But the other ones, like, desserts, I really didn't think about how desserts are going to really impact me until I actually got them. So now I'm actually hoping for salads again just because of that. But anyways, I'm hoping that for next week. But yeah, all right. So that's our minutes of sleep. A little bit more than what we expected, but it is what it is. We're really dedicated about Pokemon Sleep, guys. So if you guys want more information about it, just let us know. We will definitely love to talk more about it. Even though it's not like a grinding game like Pokemon Go, but it is how it is, y'all.
Nah, it's a passive fun game.
Yeah. Let's quickly go to our Get Good, Get Wrecked. Here we go. Chris, PvP section. Ooh, ha, yeah. So, GVL. Have you done any GVL recently? I did one set.
Not this season. Not yet, really. I don't think I have. Let me double check.
I did one set. I'm undefeated so far. That's the end of my career, brother.
Oh yeah. I think I might have done the first week. I think the first day I maxed out on battles, and then I just completely stopped, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So I mean.
Yeah, I'm at a level 9, 23 wins, 40 battles right now.
Not bad. We are in the Ultra League and Retro Cup, which actually ends in 2 days. So on Friday, surprisingly. This is this part of the league's ending. But then Master League is starting, and that's my queue, brother. It's like, even though the Rayquaza is nerf, that is my queue for Master League. So we also have the Holiday Cup Great League Edition. It's like, come on. Anyways, I don't know. I'll probably do more sets then when it comes down to it. And then I think the Play Pokemon is actually on a holiday break. So unless I'm losing my mind, but I'm pretty sure that they haven't actually had any regionals recently that we should know about. And if they did, kudos to the winners, because again, it's something that at the end of the day is, comes and goes in the end of the day. Yeah, I don't know. What else should we think of covering here? I think that's it, right, Chris? We got to get ready for raid hour.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. I still don't have shiny Zekrom, and I completely missed out on the last one.
Reshiram?
Yeah, Reshiram.
Yeah. Standard regionals in Germany. Staggered regionals in Germany is what happened in the Play Pokemon. Was it last weekend, though, true? Hopefully. But yeah, anyways, yeah, we're going to get ready for raid hour. I know this is, again, an earlier podcast than usual. I was hoping that this is just more than enough information for you guys, so hopefully you guys can listen to us in podcast services feeds. We do appreciate anybody who's actually been listening in our regular podcast feeds, but with that being said, of course, thank you so much for listening, guys. Check us out in places like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, I almost said Stitcher because I'm so used to saying that after 3 years.
Almost.
Amazon Music and more of those places. If you can leave us a review, it greatly appreciate us because it does help us discover more. But again, you guys have been killing it the last 2 months. Thank you so much, anyways. Follow our social media. Myself at Pure Let It Go. Chris at PKMN Trigger, please. That's it with a Z at the end. The Pure Podcast for anything information-wise for the Pokemon Go, I guess, space. And then purifiedpodcast at gmail.com if you want to send us any info or anything that you guys want to just shout it out to the podcast here. Join our Discord. If you are there, you can talk to us. We're usually there anyways. I know our Discord is not like the most active Discord, but it is how it is. And then don't forget to check us out at thepurifiedpodcast.com, the Professor Network. With that being said, Chris, give us your scuff takeaway for the night.
All right. So, yeah, a lot to look forward to, especially if you need some ice-type shinies or just holiday-themed shinies. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. We'll catch you guys next week, where hopefully we got even more news for you. And, yeah, enjoy yourselves until then. Peace out, guys. See you next week.
Keep purifying, everybody. Get those shinies and raid hours and everything. And see you guys next time.